Good evening, guys. It's KB5MIQ Big Boy. You had a mailbag question sent to me this week, so we're going to try to talk about this a little bit. I was asked to explain fusion, digital communications, and I guess you could include DMR in that also. I'm only going to talk about fusion because that's the easiest to use, in my opinion, and the only one I know a little bit about. So, you new guys, they've got a new guy explaining it to you. Come here, Ham Radio Cat. What are you doing down there? Come here. Come here. Chunk. Get up here, everybody see you so you can say hi to everybody. You ain't been up here in a while. Yeah, she still ain't used to this new shack yet. Hop down, not head, or stay up here. Okay, guys, basically these digital communications has largely used VHF, UHF, FM, or DM, or not FM, but digital. They got linked repeaters all over the world, all over the country, that's linked up via the internet. Now you've got two different ways, a couple of different ways of accessing them. There's probably more. If you live close enough to a repeater that's already linked into the Fusion or DMR network, whatever you want to use, you should be able to access it with your radio with the proper settings. Since I don't live that close, I use what's called a hotspot. And I have the Shark OpenSpot Pro 4 hotspot. I got the only reason I got this, I won it at a club giveaway. And come to find out, it's probably one of the better hotspots to use. Cat, settle down. If you go to the Shark RF website, it's all in euros, and I'm sure you can buy them stateside. Even if you bought them from there, there's a conversion chart, I'm sure, for the money, but they're showing 279 euros for it. I don't know where you buy them at stateside. I'm sure you can. But there's an app that you use, and this is the one thing about the OpenSpot 4 that you can do that you can't do with the others. You actually don't have to have a radio. All right, and I know the old heads are having a fit that it's not RF and a wire, and you're talking on a cell phone, it ain't real radio. Don't even go there. This is a mode amateur radio is allowed to use, and this is one of the ways you can access it. What happens, you get this Shark RF app right there. Open it up. And it goes, I'm going to go to the push to talk page first. That's where I'm at. Right, let me get back. How do you get to that? Okay. When you first open the app up, that's what it's going to look like right there. If you push this computer side, it opens up another screen. I'll show you in a minute, but push this little arrow there. If I can get it to work now. It's going to open up the push to talk window. So let's see if anybody's available. I haven't used it on this tablet yet. There we go.
OpenSpot connected to XCS 3 through 34.
N5YSQ, KB5MIQ. See, it's got a push to talk bar similar to Echo Link. Okay.
Mike, hello, David. Yeah, I was just sitting here watching TV. I'm giving his farewell address.
Hey, Billy, I just wanted to talk just a second with you. I'm shooting my video and I'm explaining how this app works, and I just wanted to see if you was on the air for a minute.
I am, and good to hear from you. And I hope the presentation goes good. Sounding great here in Paris, Texas.
Okay, Billy, I appreciate it. I may call you back on the radio here in a few minutes. I was just showing them how the app works. But I'll clear with you for a few minutes here, and have a good evening, Billy. Thanks a lot. KB5MIQ.
USF, always a pleasure. I like to talk on the radio. Some people may not like what I say, but I sure do like to talk. Catch you later, David. KB5MIQ. This is M5YS.
Okay, guys, that's a local guy in Paris. Now, it'll put your call sign, when you figure the app, you put your call sign in, your call sign shows up on his radio or his app. Same like his showed up here. So let's go back to the setup page. Let me get that. All right. Now, I am not good at this, and I hope y'all get something out of this. Right now, this is when you're going to set up, like if you're going to change rooms. Right here on this deal, you want to go to connectors. And right now, we're on an FCS connector, and we're in room 34, Texas Nexus. So if you want to change connectors, you'll want to change to YSF connector. Where am I at here? Both there's two. There's FCS. Okay, hit this. Now I'm in the YSF reflector. Switch to selected. Now down here, I'm in the Texas Patriot room. Two different rooms on two different reflectors. But this gives you an idea of how many rooms is on here with these. Let me pull this down. Come on. Well, trying to get that window to open up. Come on. Why my tablet ain't cooperating with me this evening? But when you pop that little tab down, there we go. All these different rooms you can change to. Hundreds of them. All over the country. Then you get up in here, up even higher, you get into other countries. Where am I at here? All these overseas, all rooms everywhere you can use with this. So, let me save. All right. All kinds of different things you can do with this app, and I'm just hitting the tip of the iceberg because I really don't understand that much about it either. But now, let's talk about the radios. I'm gonna go back to where I was. Let me get back into connectors again. I'm gonna go back to FCS. And it's gonna put me back where I was at in Texas Nexus. All right. So you're done with the app. We're set up back in the room we was. Now, depending on the radio you want to use, I use a handheld. I use this FT70D, and you just set the mode. Where are my glasses at? I cannot believe I've laid my glasses down. There they are. All right. You gotta set the mode for DN right there. 43900. It's a simplex frequency that goes into the hotspot. N5YSQ, KB5MIQ. And it's showing you everything here in the window. He may come back, he may not have heard me that second time. KB5 MIQ. A lot of these radios, this one don't have GPSs in them. You put the GPS in there, it'll tell who you're talking to, how many miles you are apart. Now, there's digital mobiles, digital handhelds. There's more fancier handhelds than this one. This is one of the cheaper ones, again, with this channel being about doing everything on a budget. This is the first Yaesu talkie, though there's I don't call it a problem, an issue, design flaw, or whatever you want to call it. This radio has a current drain even in off. Jeff found this out about it because he was wondering why his battery life was so short. So when we turn ours off, we take the batteries off of them. And we've got some spare batteries now. Guys, ain't a whole lot more I know how to explain on this subject. Thanks to Bill for sending the question in. I hope I've given you a little bit of a tip of the iceberg on what you can do with this. Ham radio is always going to be evolving in technologies. And ham radio has been at the cutting edge of a lot of technologies that people use today they don't even think about. So I have no problem with ham radio having different kinds of modes, whether you use a radio, use your cell phone. As long as you're licensed, and as long as it's a legal mode for us, I suggest go to it. What this will do for a lot of people will give him a chance to get on the air. Say everybody got a smartphone, say you spend $300 on this. You can also hook this to your hotspot on your cell phone, put it in your pocket, take it with you, put it in your car, and use it on the road. I keep mine here at the house hooked to my Wi-Fi. But what that'll do is guys that are trying to get into the hobby on a budget, maybe have antenna restrictions, this will let them talk around the world and get used to seeing how far they want to try to get into this hobby without a big outlay of equipment, without a big problem with setting antennas up that a lot of people may have or may not have the ability to do at the time. Also, it's just another one of the versatile ways we have of communicating with each other in this hobby. I still prefer single sideband on the radio phone contacts. And you will find out what I've found out in these rooms is sort of like your local repeater. Sometimes they're going to be dead, not going to be anybody in them. Sometimes there's somebody in them all the time. But if you jump around from room to room, you'll find somebody to talk to, like Echolink. It's just another mode we have that you can talk around the world with. I hope I've kind of touched the tip of the iceberg, and I'm still a real newbie at this myself. A lot of it I don't know and don't understand yet, and I'm still learning it. But I appreciate Bill for sending me the question. And guys, appreciate everybody who subscribed to the channel. We're hovering about 1776 to 78, depending on what mood Google's in at the time I check. Y'all remember Main Trading Company in Paris? Richard's got all kinds of gear up there right now. In fact, one of our buddies in our Hammerheads, Carl, just bought a FT101ZD tube rig off of Richard. I think he got it today. So that's good. Y'all check them out. And if you call them about anything you heard about here, be sure you tell them you heard about it on Big Boy's YouTube channel. Guys, I appreciate everybody subscribed to the channel. Glad y'all enjoy listening to me and old ham radio cat. It's KB5 MIQ Big Boy 73.